Now, Ray's bound to say Tottenham, so I'll ask Trevor first. Which club is in more disarray right now, Trev? Man United or Spurs?
I think they're both underachieving. I would say Manchester United with the signings they made in the summer. Varane, bringing in Ronaldo, Sancho. You would expect Manchester United to be doing better than they are, not just in the league, but also performances. Changing in managers doesn't help, especially when the new manager that's come in could be the director of football and he's only there to safeguard the position for until the end of the season, or isn't he? I think there's a lot of unanswered questions at Manchester United and you just don't know which direction the football club's going.
No. Ray, what about Marcus Rashford now? I'm reading here, set to be dropped by England for their up-and-coming internationals. Is that the right call? He's not himself at the moment, is he?
No, he's going for a bit of a bad spell.
But would that
he's a top player.
But would that not maybe give him just a break away from Old Trafford with the England setup? Might bring him on again?
Yeah, maybe. I'm sure lots of clubs will be inquiring about Marcus Rashford if he was available in the summer. I don't know what he's got left on his contract. Certainly Arsenal. I would love him to come to Arsenal.
He doesn't look happy. Look, maybe it's just the way the kid is, but you look at his body language and you think he's not enjoying it.
Well, where's his best position? Marcus Rashford.
Forward.
I like
number 9.
I like him through the
middle.
middle.
Playing off the shoulder, running the channels.
I'm with you, look at but people say, he's better on the left. I like him number 10.
I like him centre forward. I've seen him cause a lot of problems to Manchester City in the derbies. I mean, you look at some of the performances that he's put in against Manchester City, and not only that, you look at. I look at it similar to the way I look at Aston Villa at the moment. If you've got Ollie Watkins in that team, he's got different attributes to the other players. You have to have pace, because what pace does is it gives fear to the opposition defence and they don't squeeze up so much because there's too much space to work with. So if you ever play with pace, it can change the whole dynamic of your side, and I think playing him up there would be a massive bonus for Manchester United and it would do him the world of good.
So Ray, Lacazette leaves, would you put Marcus, if you could, buy him for Arsenal through the middle?
Well, that's the position they've got to look at in the summer. That is vital for Arsenal. Now, Nketiah looks like he's going to be on the way as well, and he's come through the ranks. He's going to be moving on. If I was Arsenal, I'd try and sign Lacazette for another year. I would definitely try and match his wages what he's on now. You don't do an Ozil or Aubameyang and say, right, we're going to give you massive money now just to stay. You got to. He probably would stay, or maybe even take a small pay cut. Who knows? But I think he's really shown that he cares about the club. When he's got the armband, he's gone out and his effort has been excellent. Look, he needs more goals. There's no doubt that he doesn't score enough goals as a striker. But the link-up play has been excellent from the midfield, and that's where I look at Arsenal being the strongest. I mean, the three behind, if you can play Martinelli, Odegaard's really come on. We know about Saka. And Smith Rowe, we haven't mentioned him. He's been in and out of the side recently, but that's 4 top-class players for me and going to get better. So Rashford, if he was available, well, I don't think he would be available. I think Manchester United would be mad if they did sell him or got rid of Marcus. But if he did, I'm sure Arsenal would definitely be interested.
So, Trev, I never got a chance to talk to you. I loved the game the other night, PSG against Real Madrid. Bernabeu, wow. I loved it.
Wow.
But I'll never forget as the whistle went, Poch's face, or even when the third one went in his face, he couldn't believe what he was witnessing. That game could have been over at half time. Now,
it should have been. It should have been. If you shut up shop and they don't make individual mistakes. Donnarumma, one of the best goalkeepers in the world, you've never seen him make a mistake like that. So individual mistakes, everyone's pointing the finger at Poch and saying, oh no, he can't get over the line. That's nothing to do with Poch. I think he set the team up right. I think when you've got players making... Marquinhos, there's an unwritten rule, you know it. Don't play across your goal unless you're 100% sure that you're going to complete the pass. It's ridiculous shooting yourself in the foot. Benzema, brilliant, as we know. But they had that game under control. 2-0, 1-0.
How good was Mbappe first half?
So,
special,
scary, isn't he? Scary. But again, you talk about forwards doing the business. When you've got a defence that makes stupid mistakes like PSG did on that night, you're never going to win anything. You need them players to be 7 out of 10 all the time and not take risks. At the end of the day, first and foremost, they're defenders. Defend. And they just didn't do that.
Trev, it's a massive game, we know. Manchester United, Spurs. Who do you think would be top 4? Have you got a way about Chelsea maybe slipping out?
No, I don't think so. I think you could see that from last night's performance and win. They'll stick to task. They'll be professional. Cesar, Azpilicueta, Rudiger. They've got some leaders in that side. Christensen's back in the side. I've always said I think Chelsea are a better team with Christensen in the side. But yeah, no, I think they'll be professional, and they've got too much quality, especially with Reece James back in the side, gives them a different dynamic. I think it's going to be between Arsenal and Tottenham. I've just got a feeling Manchester United are going to miss out. I don't think West Ham are going to have enough.
No.
But I think if I was going to have to put me name to one club, I'd say Arsenal are going to make it, because I think they've got over a lot of mistakes, and the young players have made mistakes, the experienced players have made mistakes, but they seem to have a good spirit, and I think Arteta's turned a corner.
Do you think, just one last one, then move a quick break, Ronaldo, does he figure against Spurs?
I hope so. I've done curse on the commentator.
But I think if you're the manager, how can you let him play? He's just gone back to Portugal to deal with an injury on his own accord, by all accounts. Speculation. That's the speculation that I've heard. He's not running the club. The manager's running the club. So if you're not going to put yourself up for a Manchester derby, you're going to go missing, because I don't think a lot of people knew where he was. And then he said he's getting treatment in Portugal. And then you come back and you say, oh yeah, my hip flexor's all right now, I'm up for selection. In any circumstance, as a leader of men, you cannot play him. It's as simple as that. Now, we'll see what Ralph Rangnick's all about, because if that was me, or if that's a top manager at any other top club, I don't think he plays. Okay,
just for both of you, Pochettino, if he gets the sack or leaves PSG, will he be Manchester United manager? Ray?
I certainly believe they will be in a hunt for him, yeah. So, you told me he wants to go back to Spurs. Mm-hmm. But Manchester United will make that big decision, and I think it'd be great if he's back into the Premier League, and Manchester United surely have got to be interested in taking him.
Trev?
I think, yeah, I've heard what you've heard. Al, I think he wants to go back to Spurs, and that would obviously point the direction of Antonio Conte maybe to Manchester United, but I think he'll definitely leave, because I think when you get that PSG job, if you don't win the Champions League, you're out the door, even if he does win the league. So I can see him coming back to the Premier League. He's very popular here. He's very popular with the Tottenham players. But just a comment I picked up on, Harry Kane said he'd be more than happy to stay at Spurs if Conte stays. So I can see him going to Manchester United, Pochettino, yeah.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.